Good morning, everyone. My name is Angie. I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at the Lighthouse of Houston. We are super excited for today's online workshop. Before we get into that, though, I just kind of want to introduce who we are at the Lighthouse of Houston. So for 85 years this month, actually, the Lighthouse of Houston has been supporting individuals who are blind or low vision through our different health services, assistive technology resources, community and support programs, vocational skills training, and internal employment opportunities. We serve over 14,000 individuals annually through our programs, services, activities, and events. We love to foster communities of belonging with accessible resources that enable personal and family well-being, learning, development, and employment. And of those we employ, 60% are blind or low vision themselves. Our mission is to enable and empower people who are blind or low vision, and our vision is a life without limits. Again, today we are super excited to have everyone here today. Our presentation is going to be about creating accessible holidays and helping your home be more accessible. I'm here today with the Lighthouse of Houston's Orientation and Mobility ADL Specialist. Here she is.
My name is Ruby. In case you don't know what orientation and mobility is, this basically gives people the ability to access their environment with their cane and do it completely independently or as independently as possible, so that we can give them back that freedom to be able to do it themselves. And then ADL stands for Activities of Daily Living, which includes like cooking, cleaning, just maintaining a household, and things like that. So today I will be showing you all how to make your home more accessible. So I have a cute little presentation to show you. Let's share my screen. Share, and then we're going to put present. Okay, so this is how to make your home more accessible for the holidays or in general. Describing objects. When describing objects to a person with a visual impairment, you want to be sure that you are describing them part to whole. This means you are describing like parts of it. So that's the number of tables, the chairs, the placement of the chairs and the placemats, and then letting them know it is a kitchen or a dining room. You want to be as descriptive as possible, but also make sure that you ask them how descriptive they want you to be, because everyone's preference is different. So when it comes to kitchen and cooking, if you're cooking with someone with low vision or blindness, you should make the recipe in large print or in Braille if you can. The Braille Institute offers free books, recipe books, in Braille, audiobooks, and telephone reader program. The telephone reader program is basically where you give them a call and they read news articles to you. And these are volunteer-based only, so you can volunteer if you would like. So here on the bottom left, I have a picture of a large print cookbook, and the picture on the right is a woman reading a Braille cookbook. Placing items. When you are placing items in front of a person who has a visual impairment, you want to let them know which side you are putting the object on. You can also use clock numbers to inform them of the placement. So on the bottom left, I have a picture of a man standing in front of a clock. Then on the right, I have a person pointing, using the clock hands to demonstrate the clock numbers. So for example, if I'm putting the drink right in front of you, I'd say, hey, that's at your 12 o'clock. Or if I'm putting it on the right of you, I'd say, hey, that's at your 2 or 3 o'clock. It doesn't matter if you get them accurately, as long as it's in the general vicinity of what the object is at. Menu and food service. Describing the food that is being served, you're describing the layout of the food and the order it is being presented, and then you're helping serve them to make sure the process is seamless. If you are out at a restaurant, you can call ahead to see if they have the large print menu or a Braille menu. So I have some examples here. So in the bottom left corner, I have a Starbucks, Wendy's, Legal Seafoods. And then in the center, I have a picture of a woman pointing to the menu. And then on the right, I have a large print and Braille menu from Olive Garden. So they're available. You just have to call ahead and make sure. But they should be readily available for you, even if you don't call ahead. New environment accessibility. You can add a solid or minimal design bed sheet to the bed if they are staying with you. Make sure there's contrast between the pillows and the bed sheets. You can also familiarize them with the home if they are new to it by initiating the human guide technique. So on the bottom left, I have a picture of a tan bed sheet with a orange comforter. And to contrast the tan bed sheet, you have the tan pillow and the orange pillow. It creates some depth and diversity in the color so that they can kind of tell that this is different from the other. And then on the right, I have a picture, a black and white cartoon of someone going human guide. We no longer use sighted guide because now they're using guide dogs and humans to guide. So we're no longer calling it sighted guide. It's called human guide now. Dining. You want to avoid busy tablecloths. Instead, use a basic or solid color. So for example, here on the left, the bottom left, I have a picture of a really busy tablecloth. It has a lot of beautiful snowflakes and stars. They're all a bunch of different colors. Now, someone with a visual impairment, this can cause eye fatigue because they're trying to figure out where their placement is. They're trying to differentiate colors, and so on and so forth. So the next example I have, it's on the right. It is a solid red tablecloth, and the snowflakes are on the trims. And then they have a little cloth that goes down the center, and that has snowflakes as well. So that indicates that that's the center of the table. You want to keep it as minimalistic as possible, just because we're trying to avoid that eye fatigue, that confusion, that disorientation. A little bit goes a long way. And then dining continued. When you put plates on the tablecloth, be sure you put plates that have plenty of contrast. So on the bottom left, I have a picture of a white plate on a white tablecloth. That's not any contrast. That's not helping them. That doesn't show them depth of anything. In the center, I have a picture of a red tablecloth with a black placemat. So that's good because that shows that that is something different from the table. Then the next picture on the right, I have a picture of a tan tablecloth, and right under it is a black placemat with a white plate on top. So that is 3 different colors. That is perfect contrast. That lets people know that that is something different. Every single color is a different item. Then next we have lighting. If you are hosting, make sure there's plenty of lighting in the home. If there's not, you can buy motion sensors lights to activate as people travel throughout your home, or even buying an extra lamp. So in the bottom left picture, these you can get at Walmart for a pack of 3 or 4, I believe, for $20. They plug into the light socket, in the socket in the wall, and then it's motion sensor. So if someone moves by it, it'll light and illuminate the ground. So this is good for people who have like light blindness, and night blindness, and who also need a little bit more contrast to be able to see. So the more light, the better. In the center, I have a picture of a sofa, and the lamp is right above it to kind of put a spotlight on that chair so that they know that is a chair, that is a good chair to sit in. And then on the right, we have another picture of a lamp with a lot of natural lighting, and a sofa. So has plenty of light so that people can see where they're at. Next, we have contrast, and this is a big one. We've been talking about it this whole time. If you have a guest that has never been to your home, or has been to your home but gets lost, you can put down landing strips. That's what we call them, landing strips. Landing strips are small rugs or carpets that'll let a person know with a visual impairment that there is a designated flow in your room. So for example, on the bottom left picture, I have a mat that's on a wood floor, and it's white, and the wood flooring is a darkish color. So that is put in front of the door to let them know, hey, that is a exit entry door. And then in the next picture on the right, it's like a gray carpet, and then the landing strips, it's a giant like rug pointing towards the door to designate that there is a designated flow of the room to that door. Next, this is contrast continued. If you have stairs, you can add tape to the stairs so that they know there's an elevation difference. Can be any color as long as there's contrast in color. So on the bottom left, I have green contrast tape on black stairs. And then in the middle picture, this is contrast tape. It is yellow and black, and it goes at the edge of the stairs. Then finally, we have on the right, it's a picture of brown stairs with a white contrast layer on it. I think that one is just paint, but you can paint or tape, whichever works. I had a client actually use chalk, which is pretty good. However, it does wear out, so you're going to have to keep reapplying that one. Changing their placements. You can add a specific color, tape, colored item to their chair or even their placemat so that they know that that seat is for them. So on the left picture, I have a white couch with a blue blanket draped over it. That is to designate that that specific chair is for them. And that's a subtle way to do it. You could also do it like this picture on the right, where it's an orange placemat on a white table. You can change everyone else's placemat color if you want. So maybe they have like a color preference. They prefer yellow or blue or whatever. Make sure that you know and you tell them ahead of time.
And hey, Ruby?
Yes.
Real quick, someone just told me that they don't see your presentation moving, like the slides. So I just want to let you know that.
Okay. Let me see.
Thank you. You're doing a great job so far. I just want to let you know.
So we're going to stop sharing and we're going to try this again.
All right. There we go. We're always learning, doing things new. But no worries. You guys have been doing great.
So we are here. Can everyone see that?
It says backgrounds, but
yes.
Can you try to move between the different slides real quick? Now it's working. Thank you so much. And so sorry about interrupting. Just want to let you know.
That's okay. Do you think maybe it's because it's like full screen versus?
That might be what it is. I think when you clicked the slides individually, I know that's a lot of work, but I saw it move. I don't know if sometimes my computer has that problem where I'm trying to do the keyboard and it doesn't work. So I just want to let you know, but thank you for being flexible.
All right, so we're gonna go into backgrounds. You could put a table cover against the back wall of the room to create a mock accent wall. This helps the person know where the back of the room is and how to orientate accordingly. So for example, this picture on the left, I have, it's a white room and the back wall is a like navy green, olive green. So that lets people know that that's the back wall. And then on the right, we have a picture of a white room again, but with a dark blue background. So this can help. I know the tablecloth is a little tacky, but remember, we're just making it temporarily accessible. If you want to make it permanently accessible, you can paint it. And then the next one, we have restroom and bathroom accessibility. In a bathroom, have the bath mats in front of the shower and the sink. This helps them identify the location of the item. You can also do a solid or colorful shower curtain so that the person can identify where the shower is. Bath mats inside of the shower are also good to have contrast. So for example, you have a white shower bathtub. You can lay down one of those non-stick gripping bath mats. I usually go with black, but you can go with like a blue, just something that isn't white or clear. That way they know how to orientate themselves in the shower and outside of the shower. So in this bottom left picture, I have, it's a white bathroom tile floor with black mats. So the black mat is in front of the sink, the toilet, and the bathtub. And I'm assuming also in front of the door. And then on the right, we have a picture of the mats being outside of the bathtub and the sink on a hardwood floor. So they provide contrast. They also help with grip. So we're going to go on to the next slide. Movie and entertainment. If you are planning to watch a movie on any streaming service, you can go under accessibility to audio and select audio descriptions. This feature will describe what is happening on the screen to the watchers. However, not all movies or shows will have an audio description, so just be mindful of that. If you're planning to go out for entertainment, say to like a movie theater, you can call ahead and verify that they have audio description headphones for that. It'll also show up on the website whether they have them. That way you don't have to call if you don't like talking to people, because I know I don't. But they do have audio description headphones. Not all of the movie theaters have them, but I know for sure AMC and Regal do. I don't know about like Tinseltown or any of those other ones. So final slide. If there are any questions, please contact me at ecabral@houstonlighthouse.org or my phone number or my fax number. And I'm going to keep this up so y'all can read that and save it.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have any comments. So Haley says, limited knickknacks in the bathroom to avoid knocking off and breaking is a great one. So, and that is something that I really didn't think about. I really didn't know before this presentation. I felt that was really insightful. So thank you so much for the presentation and being so flexible. We're waiting just for a couple of more comments and questions. And while we're still here, do you have anything else that you'd like to add to your presentation?
Not at this time, but if there are specific questions, I could probably add or give some insight.
For sure. All right, waiting for some questions. And then you did mention that you wanted to send this presentation out to the people who signed up. Is that true?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, whoever registered, we will be sure to give you all that presentation so that you're in the know.
Yes. And it all has alt text, so if you have like JAWS or any other e-reader, it'll read and describe the pictures to you, so that you have that accessible to you.
That's awesome. It doesn't look like we have any more questions right now. Or let's see, wait. Of course, I spoke too soon. So Haley says, including us in family games is also important. So maybe some resources for Braille Uno and such things. Do you have any insight on that?
Yes, Maxi AIDS is a great website, and that's a website that does for independent living. You can also go to APH, that's the American Printing House, and they also sell accessible games. But Maxi AIDS is a good one because they do like extra large Uno cards, extra large, the normal deck of cards. I also think I remember seeing like an extra large Uno and bingo. So yeah, Maxi AIDS is a great place to get that.
Awesome. And do you know that website URL?
Yes, it is maxiaids.com if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up.
For sure.
Yeah, maxiaids.com. It's MAXIAIDS.com.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Be sure to check that out. Get some Braille Uno, other things. You can have fun during the holidays. That sounds awesome. And let's see if anyone else has any questions or comments.
Yeah, so when you go on the Maxi AIDS website, you're going to go under recreational and fun. And that has all of the low vision games. So I'm looking at it now. They have bingo, board games, card games, flashcards, toys, educational projects. They also have ball games. So these are like balls with high contrast. They have cricket ball, soccer ball, footballs, beeping foam balls, all types of things.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for mentioning that. That's another thing that I kind of didn't know about, and so I'm glad you were able to share that with everybody. I'll be checking out for sure. And let's see, does anyone else have any questions? Or Ruby, do you have anything else to add before we end our stream today?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, a special thank you to Ruby. Thank you for being here and doing this presentation, awesome presentation. And we hope to be able to do one with you soon. And thank you to everyone who came out and watched and hopefully learned a lot. Like I said, we'll have all this information available to the people who signed up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Ruby at her email, ecabral@houstonlighthouse.org, or call her at her contact number at 713-284-8453. But with that, y'all have a great day. Ruby, have an amazing day. Thank you again, and we will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.